Falcons fans, the first domino has fallen, and it could shake this team to its very core. One coach is out, the locker room is buzzing, and the season might be on the brink of chaos. This isn't just a firing, it's a wake-up call. And if things don't change fast, more heads are about to roll. Buckle up, because we're breaking it all down, and you won't want to miss a second. The Atlanta Falcons just made a bold move, and Falcons fans, you can feel the tension already. Wide receivers coach Ike Hilliard has been fired, yes, gone, right after Raheem Morris' press conference yesterday. This is just the first domino to fall, and if things keep sliding the way they have, it could be far from the last. Let's be honest, the first 3 weeks of this season have been rough. Offensively, the Falcons have struggled, and the frustration is visible. But don't get me wrong, I'm not giving up on the season yet. This isn't the time to throw in the towel. What it does show, though, is that the organization is ready to shake things up if results don't improve. And firing Hilliard is the first sign of that shakeup. Now, some people are calling this a scapegoat move, and honestly, there's a lot of truth to that. Rollingout.com put it bluntly, firing Hilliard after a humiliating 30-0 loss to the Panthers is the kind of reactive decision that screams desperation. The Falcons came into the season with playoff hopes, and this is panic mode. They're trying to fix a problem, but is it the right fix? Or just a quick bandage over a much deeper issue? Here's the hard truth, the wide receivers haven't done enough, no question. But it's not entirely their fault. The scheme itself is broken. Drake London, who was supposed to be the top receiver, is far ahead of Darnell Mooney and the others, and even his numbers aren't that impressive. That's not a talent problem, that's a system problem. Now the question is, why fire Hilliard? Is Terry Fontenot sending a message to the whole offensive staff, showing that poor performance won't be tolerated? Or is this a move to protect Zack Robinson, keeping him insulated while someone else takes the fall? Falcons fans, I hope it's the first scenario. Because the team's credibility and future depend on tough decisions, not favoritism. For now, TJ Yates is stepping in as the new wide receivers coach, and all eyes are on how the players respond. Will this shake the team awake? Or is this just the start of more turbulence to come? Falcons fans, I need to know, how confident are you that this firing will actually change the season? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now, and let's see who really believes this team can turn things around. Falcons fans, the domino effect is spreading, and the pressure is now blazing hotter than ever. The offensive staff is under fire, the players are watching, and the decisions made this week could define the entire season. Who's safe? Who's next? And will this team ever get back on track? Stay with me, because the truth is coming, and it's explosive. Now, TJ Yates is not just in charge of the quarterbacks, he's also taking over the wide receivers. That's a huge responsibility, and it comes at a time when the Falcons' offense is already under fire. Let's be real, firing Ike Hilliard had to happen. His unit wasn't producing. The wide receivers looked lost, and the offense was sputtering. But here's the thing, it's not just him. The entire offensive staff has been struggling, and honestly, they all should have been on notice. Do I think firing Hilliard completely fixes the problem? Not exactly. It's not black and white. It's a gray area. Sure, it's a move that shows accountability, but it also highlights how fragile this staff is. Hilliard might be gone, but Zack Robinson and the rest of the offensive coaches are still on the hot seat. If things don't turn around fast, more changes are coming. This could very well be the start of a one-by-one shakeup, and Falcons fans, you need to pay attention. Here's the bigger picture. Firing Hilliard sends a clear message. It lights a fire under the offense. The players see it. The coaches see it. No one is safe anymore. If this team doesn't perform, more consequences are coming. But fans, I want to hear from you. Do you think this firing was the right move? Yes or no? Drop it in the comments, because this debate is far from over. And now, the real story. Raheem Morris went to the press conference and said something that made my jaw drop. He talked about bringing in more players to compete for the kicker position. And while competition is important, that's not the problem right now. Think about it. If Parker Romo had made both of his field goals on Sunday, the Falcons still would have lost 30-6. The problem isn't the special teams. The problem isn't even the kicker. The problem is the offense, specifically the Zack Robinson-led offense. The plays aren't clicking. The system is broken. The receivers aren't getting open. And the scoreboard is showing it loud and clear. This is the core issue that has to be fixed if the Falcons want any chance of turning this season around. Falcons fans, here's the question for you. Is the offense salvageable, or is the hot seat about to claim more coaches? Sound off in the comments. Let me know if you think this team can recover, or if the shakeup has only just begun. Falcons fans, this is where the truth hits hard. The offense isn't just struggling, it's barely moving. Points are low, plays are predictable, and the team is in danger of being one of the worst in the league. But the question is it the players or the play calling? The numbers don't lie, and what I'm about to show you will make your blood boil. Let's break down the Falcons' offense because the numbers are brutal. Right now, the team is scoring just 14 points per game, which is near the bottom of the league. Their offensive EPA, that's the stat that measures efficiency, is 29th in the NFL. And the run block win rate in the pistol formation, which is supposed to help the run game, is dead last at 24th in the league. And it gets worse. Michael Penix Jr.? 0 big-time throws in 3 games. That's according to PFF's big-time throw percentage, which measures the passes that can completely flip the momentum of a game. 0. None. This offense is dink and dunk, lifeless, and predictable. There's no juice, no firepower, no ability to threaten defenses downfield. And here's why: Zack Robinson clearly isn't pushing the ball vertically. He's only running play action on 17.4% of snaps. That's insanely low. For comparison, Daniel Jones in the AFC, yes, the same Daniel Jones some considered a bust, runs play action on 37.8% of snaps and is putting up one of the highest quarterback ratings in 2025. Falcons fans, let's be real. Is the kicker really the problem? No. The real issue is a lack of understanding, poor scheming, and weak offensive planning from Zack Robinson. This offense isn't stretching the field. It isn't designing routes that challenge defenses. There's no aggression, no creativity. Right now, the Falcons are stuck in the shallow, predictable passes, barely moving the chains. Here's the worst part: if this continues, the Falcons could have one of the worst passing offenses in the entire league. Look at Penix's passing chart from the Carolina Panthers game. 8 of his passes were at or near the line of scrimmage. That's inexcusable. There's no downfield threat. Darnell Mooney is a capable player, sure, but he's still getting back into shape and can't carry the offense alone. The Falcons need a wake-up call. They need to stretch the field, run aggressive play action, design go routes, and use stop-and-go concepts. Stop playing safe. Stop the dink-and-dunk nonsense. If they don't make these changes, this offense will stay flat, ineffective, and predictable, and the fans will see more losses pile up. Falcons fans, I've got to ask you, how much longer can this offense keep failing before real change happens? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is it on Zack Robinson, the coaching staff, or the system itself? Let's hear your take. So here's the update. Zack Robinson is moving from the booth down to the field. That's the adjustment. Maybe it improves communication with the quarterback. Maybe it helps him get a better feel for the game. But let's be real, Falcons fans, it doesn't solve the real problem. This is like putting a band-aid on a bullet hole. You can stand on the sideline all you want, but until the scheme changes, until the play calling becomes sharper, smarter, and more aggressive, this offense will never, ever, be elite in 2025. Orlando Ledbetter said it perfectly. The Lions showed the blueprint. They ran the ball with 2 backs, Gibbs and Montgomery, smashing defenses, controlling the game. And the Falcons? They've got Bijan Robinson and Tyler Allgeier. 2 dangerous backs who could be that exact same thunder and lightning duo. But instead of unleashing them, Zack Robinson is calling plays that go nowhere. He's wasting the pistol offense, an alignment literally built to power the run game. And yes, the run game has looked better than the pass game. We saw flashes of it in the Vikings matchup. But here's the issue: whenever the offense tries to get cute, with this gimmicky pistol look and forced throws into the flat, the whole rhythm collapses. You can't pound the rock effectively. You can't keep the defense honest. And you absolutely cannot win football games this way. The Falcons should be dictating games on the ground, setting up play action, and letting their backs take over. Instead, they're stuck in neutral, caught between what they should be and what they pretend to be. That is the identity crisis killing this team. The move to bring Robinson down to the field feels cosmetic. It doesn't change the core issue. Until the scheme changes, until the philosophy changes, the Falcons are going to stay exactly where they are, stalled out, underachieving, and wasting talent that should be dominating the league. Falcons fans, here's my question for you. Does moving Zack Robinson to the sideline actually help, or is it just a desperate distraction from the real problems? Drop your thoughts below. I want to know if you think this move is enough to save the offense, or if the Falcons are just fooling themselves.